Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you today. Got to get into Josh Buatsi and Callum Smith. That's Buatsi and Callum Smith, which should be a really fun fight. Callum Smith is before we get into that, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing on all forms of social media, guys. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in the little ticker below. Just $5 a month gets the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known universe. Link is in the ticker below. It's also in the description. Just $5 a month gets you a lock of the week, which I've just released. It gets you asked to book anything. It also gets you access to the Patreon, which is like the most fun perk besides winning money with the lock of the week with the Patreon. I gets you access in the Discord. The Discord, it gets you updated live betting, updated props. It's more access to the community. It's a great place to be. It's $5 a month gets you all the best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. All right. After you guys join the Patreon, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-fed beef bowl that replaces a meal while on the move and source for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. carnivalbar.com. All right, and after you guys do that, go back to YouTube and subscribe to my other channel, Texas Boxing Scene on YouTube. All proceeds go to Autism Research and Recovery. That's Texas Boxing Scene. That's Texas Boxing Scene on YouTube. All right, Buatsi and Callum Smith. Let's get into it. Buatsi, come forward, front foot guy, good athlete, good volume, got some decent angles, stands in front of you. He stands in front of you too much. He gets stationary sometimes. He just square up a little bit. He's got that Ghanaian style. It's originally from Ghana. You can see that. You can see that in him. His last 4 fights went the distance. He's not a huge puncher. Solid hand speed, good athletic twitch. Looks a little small and undersized for the weight class. I think Callum Smith is going to be the bigger dude. Doesn't waste much energy. Doesn't waste much. It's not extra balance. He stands in front of you. He picks his shots well. He's got decent value, but he doesn't waste much. Good combination puncher. Good speed and accuracy from range. Works his way on into the inside. He can get his way onto the inside, or he can keep you at range. Goes to the body, mixes up his attack. Really, he's a very good offensive fighter. He's a good offensive fighter. A good body puncher. Good snappy jab. Long jab. Good jab. Ghanaians have that, and he has it. Not a ton of movement. Stays behind a high guard. Little bit of that, like I said, a little bit. He's got that Ghanaian style. He does. Does he have the power to break Smith down? Because he's going to stand in front of him. And if you can't break him down, I think Smith's the bigger guy. Can Smith counter him and bring him down? You know what I'm saying? Who can break the other fighter down is going to be important in this fight. Fun fighter. At stand and is willing to trade. Solid skills on the inside. Mixes his shots up well. Little bit of subtle movement, head movement in front of you. Fan friendly. Really good at the mid-range. Really good at the mid-range. He's got a complete toolbox of punches. He's good from all 3 distances. He's good on the inside, good on the outside, good jab. Good. He's a complete offensive fighter. Who's a little bit too stationary, squares up a little bit too much defensively. It's Buatsi. Callum Smith, on the other hand, is a guy that I think is a little bit overrated. He's fought Canelo, he's fought Beterbiev, and he hasn't won a single round really. To be frank, it was a guy that people were considering close to pound for pound. And he lost. He won. He beat Ryder, but he didn't really. Everyone thought Ryder won that fight. And that's John Ryder. Callum Smith is a guy to me that's always been a little bit overrated. Basic boxer puncher from range. Really good jab. It's going to be a good battle of the jab. I don't know who's going to win the battle of the jab. Doesn't have great speed or power. Throws decent combination. He knows how to fight. Solid skills. He was taught to fight well. He's fundamentally sound. Stays in front of you. Not a ton of lateral movement either. Got decent volume. He's tall. Good range. He's rangy. He's long. I think he's the biggest, stronger guy in this fight. Little subtle head movement too. He can duck shots a little bit. He's not a great athlete, but he's got He's got decent skill. Like whoever taught him how to fight did a good job. I know he's trained by Buddy McGregor, but that's not what I'm talking about. Not, I never really figured out what all the hype was about with him. He's been inactive over the last 4 years. That's something to keep an eye on. Once a year, basically 4 fights in 4 years. I know he fought in 2024, but none times in 2023. Bit slower, bit more stationary than in the past. He's getting older. He's slowing down. He gets hit too much. Good left hook. The left hook is good. Fundamentally sound. He checks a lot of boxes. He's a jack of a lot of trades. He's a master of none. And I just think he's going to be a step behind. I think Buatsi's got too much firepower offensively. I think it's going to be a fun fight. It's going to be an interesting fight. I think Buatsi is going to edge him. I think Buatsi wins this fight probably on points, but he might stop him late. I think to me this bet is fairly obvious. Let me pull it up. Get rid of all these. Sorry, guys. Buatsi on the money line, minus 205, not a bad bet. Makes you $50. It's a standalone bet to me. I feel comfortable with this. I throw 1.5 times on this. $150 bet is going to make you $73-ish, about $73, $74. I would make this bet. Your normal bet times at 1.5. I like the odds on this. I think Buatsi wins. I would feel really comfortable with this. You can add this to your parlay. So you can build your parlay around this. I like Buatsi. I think Callum Smith the shot, and he's always been a little overrated. I think he's slowed down. I think he's more stationary. I don't ever think he was that good to start with. I think he's fundamentally sound. It was decent, good hook, good jab. Like he was okay. And I think that was years ago. He hasn't had a meaningful win since Hassan Ndam in 2019, 6 years ago. So look, it's not any disrespect on Callum Smith. If we count Ryder, which is also, he doesn't have a lot of good wins. I think this is a fight Buatsi wins. Probably by decision, although I'm not uber confident. I would just leave the bet on this. I wouldn't get too caught up on the props. The odds on this is decent. I would put 1.5 times my normal bet on this. I feel good about Buatsi, and I like the odds. Buatsi, money line, minus 205, 1.5 times bet. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts, comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing blog on all forms of social media. The Boxing Bookie comes at you for every single major fight. Guys, smash the like button on the way out. Please smash the like button on the way out. It is February 21st, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank you.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.